Hi everybody, this is the next part of my YouTube video. A lot of you have seen the first part and I've had some subscribers, so I said that I'd get back to you all and show you the next stage, which is what I've done. So I've done some research, get my facts right, and this is possibly, I still say possibly because I'll go to the dealer first, as whether we take Swift to court over how many defects we've had. So I've started off listing every single defect that we had on our motorhome. Here we go. These are all defects. There you go. So 54 on there. Some of these are duplicates and triplicates, so there's about 63 things that have been wrong with it. To get those 63 things repaired, I have sent 64 emails, and there's all the dates. I've received more than that. I've received nearer 100. So you think of the time of reading, sending 64 emails, and also getting the information back. And there's phone calls in there that I haven't put on here. Right, our motorhome is 18 months old. Listed every time it's been to the dealer, how many days they've had it. So I've got how many days it's been off the road. And I need to listen to this one. I know you're going to think it's over the top, but I think I'm entitled to this, and I think everybody is. So I think you need to listen to this specifically. When you take your motorhome to the dealer, you normally leave it. You'll probably take another vehicle to pick it up, and you'll probably have taken another vehicle to be dropped off and collected. That's 3 trips every time you go to your dealer. So I've been to my dealer one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just bear with me 1 second. I've been 9 times, but I cycled on one of the occasions, so I've took one off, so it's 8 times. Taken the car and the wife to take me and pick me up, and then also done that to bring me back. So it's a 36.4 mile round trip for one vehicle. We're doing that trip twice with the car. 109.2 miles every time our motorhome has been to the dealer. So what I've done is, I've used again the rate that Swift use when you take your motorhome to Swift back to the factory. If you're unfortunate enough to have had to take in your motorhome there, they give you 0.42p a mile. That's standard business rate. So I've worked out each visit is 109.2. Times that by only the 8, not the 9. I'm giving him the leeway on 1. 911 miles at 0.42 pence per mile, sorry. 382.62. So that's the fuel that I think I mowed for all them trips. Never mind the time it took us to do it, because it's an hour and a half each time, and there's obviously the multiple trips. That's purely the fuel, which is quite fair. I'm not even charging them for my time, which could be whatever, 20, 30 pound an hour. Our motorhome has been off the road for 48 days in its 18-month life. That's 7% of the time. Got it all here. Now, if you don't collect your motorhome from Swift, some of you won't know this, some of you will. They charge you £50 a day storage. Yep. Not only have you took your motorhome back to Swift for repair, but if you don't collect it, they'll throw a £50 charge on you per day for not collecting it. So I thought £50 a day is a fair rate, and it's a fair rate. Swift are using it themselves, so I'll charge them £50 a day for every day my motorhome's been off the road. 48 days, £50. that would be £2,400. That's for the amount of time I've been unable to use my motorhome. With the fuel on top, £2,782.62. So if I go ahead with this, which I'll go to the dealer first and I'll see what they say. That's the minimum I'm going to claim in the small claims court, because you can claim up to £5,000 and it costs you around about £50 to £75 to start that proceedings. What I haven't put on here is I bought a frequent traveller ticket for the tunnel. So those 48 days within that 12-month window, because I only have a 12-month window, there's 48 days there that I couldn't use my pass. What's actually happened is I've only used 5 days of that 10 days that I bought. So I've lost that. That's £430 as well. Obviously I'm not going to try and claim all that back, but there's had a knock-on effect of that happening. So that's just the basics on what you need to do. If you're going to start and claim something or go to your dealer, or you want to take court proceedings, you need to think of all these things, set a realistic target and write it down and have a think. Are you entitled to that? I think I'm entitled to it. Am I going to get it? Who knows? If I don't get it, am I willing to take it to court? I'll see what the dealer says. But all my evidence is there now. I've got it all on computer. It's dead simple. It takes a long time. Anyone can do that. Don't just sit there and accept that you've paid 50, 60, 70, 80,000 pounds with your retirement money or whichever money you've used, and they're causing you stress. Get your facts right, get it down on paper, get back to your dealer and see what they're going to do about it. And I'll do that. It might be a few days yet, but I'll update you on what happens. I'm not holding my breath, but let's see. Good luck if you're doing it yourself.